Gangster.
Who's Ken?
Karaoke.
He pretends to have really big biceps, but really they're like, this big.
Ken, let's say, ooh, he is, he's intelligent, I think. Well, yeah, I mean, when we play cranium games, he seems to be very analytical, intelligent, analytical, and like a 7.
To be honest with you, Ken is a solid guy. He fits in with the family really well, and he loves sports, and so is he, like me. Only thing is, he's a Cowboy fan, so we'll have to switch that up eventually.
He's the kind of guy that really grows on you. He's a really cool kid.
Joann had told me a number of times. I'm not sure why she felt the need to tell me, but she told me a number of times about how strong Ken was and his like big muscles. Specifically his biceps, maybe his triceps too, but his biceps. That was a big thing. So I guess when I first met Ken, I went over and I gave it a little squeeze to see if it was really, and I was impressed, I have to say. But the way that I thought he was like a Hulk Hogan kind of figure that she had. But he was good. I'm not trying to diminish his biceps whatsoever.
Beautiful, sweet, and female-headed household. Joann is the boss, in other words.
She's very tiny, so you wouldn't expect her to be so assertive, but she compensates with a very loud voice.
Lighthearted, passionate, and driven.
The best thing about Joann is that she's a really sincere friend, and she'll always be there for you. She's a shoulder to drink on, really. She's always up for it.
Joann. Oh, she would be that Sarah Jessica Parker. And Ken, Chris Christopherson in Star is Born.
Ken would probably say he would be like Superman or something, and that Joann would be his Lois Lane. And in this instance, I'll agree.
Ken would be Michael Scott from The Office.
I think it would have to be some sort of musical, like high school musical, where Ken is Zac Efron. I don't know who the girl in that movie was, but something where they're both singing.
I mean, they would probably be Beauty and the Beast, I guess. I mean, they're not both villains, but that's the couple they'd be. Joann would be the Beast, obviously.
It would be Jasmine and Aladdin. Jasmine is Ken and Aladdin's Joann.
They would be every prince and princess who got married, forcing us to watch them be happy while we're single.
Ken would be a puppy.
Ken would be a gorilla because of his gigantic biceps.
I say a kangaroo. Ken being the baby kangaroo in Joann's pouch.
Ken would definitely be a lion, because he's at the top of the food chain. Joann would be
a tiger.
A peacock.
I think Joann would be a tiger.
Peacock.
Because she'll always come out to like Eye of the Tiger.
Because she's
really
so
fierce.
elegant and sophisticated and beautiful.
I thought Joann would probably be like something like very out there, like what's out there, like a flamingo.
Ooh, animals. I think Joann, she would be like, what's that bird that like can fly? Well, because not all birds can fly. Is it a phoenix? The one that like is on fire and is like so beautiful, but also like very, like.
Ken? Oh, Ken would be a panda. That's so funny because the first time I said a bear. Panda. A little more specific, but a panda. A type of bear is a panda. And Joann? I said Chihuahua because they're loud and small.
Definitely a Chihuahua. Chihuahua. It's our final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
I think Joann would be a bulldog because she can be super aggressive and she knows how to get what she wants. And Ken, probably something sweet like a koala. I don't know, something nice.
Ken would be a hippopotamus.
Well, Joann would be a snake, and Ken would be a shark, because they kind of both screwed me over in fantasy football, and I haven't forgotten about it.
Joann is a trainer, Ken is a tiger.
I remember just when we went to New York for the legal summit, and they were rehearsing, they were gonna present and sing a song together. And during that presentation, at that moment, I knew there was something. If there was nothing going on until then, something was just born at that moment. So that's the moment that I remember both of them, Joann, singing, and they were singing these love things to each other. It was a sweet moment to remember forever.
You know, when you're in love, you're kind of afraid of the other person, and you admire, respect, and yet you're a little afraid. That's how Ken was with Joann. And I remember when Joann started training Ken. Oh, that was the greatest. She would be very direct and extra mean, like really cruel to him. And I'm like, why is Joann being so harsh on him? And that's when I knew that she kind of liked him too.
I'll say that Ken definitely fell in love with Joann before Joann knew it. Before she even knew that she was in love with him.
Yeah, how can you not? They're just always affectionate, they're always together. If you look on their Facebook, it's like picture after picture of them together. Even Uncle Joel had to call her and say, Joann, you got too many pictures up on Facebook, you gotta mix it up and take some down.
Okay, so please, tell me if you can't tell if they're in love. See? That's them. That's them. That's them. It's every single photo. Like, I'm sorry, Ken, but I had to delete you off Facebook.
I think so. I think they had a lot of great bantering going on, and you knew that the interactions between them were incredibly genuine and sincere. And as much as they were taking jabs at each other, it was coming from a place of real, genuine love.
When Ken moved to New York to follow Joann, because Ken's grandma wanted Ken to go to Berkeley, but because of love and Joann, he just go to New York, period.
And that time, Joann is not crying anymore. Yeah, that's the first thing. She is not, finally I said, you're not crying anymore.
I could tell Joann she was really, really in love with Ken. Whenever she used to come back to San Francisco, she would always tell me, oh, you gotta meet Ken. He's such a wonderful guy. She would always talk about Ken. And I figure, okay, this guy must be a really, really cool guy because she keeps talking about him. So yeah, I could tell she was in love. And I mean, from the pictures that I see that they post up, I mean, one thing that I do notice a lot is he can't keep his eyes off of her. So yeah, I would say they're perfect for each other.
So this was, Ken and I were going to the airport from their apartment in NYC, and Ken looked really upset. I was like, Ken, are you okay? And this is the first time he really expressed, like, I saw real feelings about the way he felt about Joann. And he's like, no, I'm not okay. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, it's just so difficult to leave her. Like, just to see Joann, and the hardest part is to just go back home or go where we have to go and not see each other for a long time.
Ken's beard. I may be getting old. I don't remember Ken ever having a beard.
Ken has a beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a beard.
I don't think he did. It was probably just peach fuzz.
I don't even think Ken can grow facial hair.
Oh I have a really funny one. She used to lick ice cream off the TV.
Ate Joann told me this story a while ago. I don't remember all of it, but all I remember was her telling me that she like went up to Ken and was like, Ken, we're in love, what are we doing? And she basically like came onto him like a tiger. Like, you go at the Joann, get it.
When I first started, Joann and Ken would carpool together, and Joann was complaining about how like her legs hurt because like Ken's car was so cramped, and I asked what kind of car Ken drove, and she said a Maserati. I had just started, and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, like these legal assistants like driving Maseratis, like I never can leave this job. And then 2 months later, I found out that that Maserati was actually a Mazda Miata. And I did ask Joann about it, and she was like, well, the cars are all the same. There's a big difference between a Maserati and a Miata, but not in Joann's book.
The best story still is on April Fool's Day when Pauline was training you and Brittany.
On your own count. Put your shoulder straight. Your hand, like this hand, like on top, yeah. Because you want it to be like this. Like this, right? So you, right. Because it's like doing like, you know, like raises and stuff. And deep squat, deep, 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 deep. As deep as you can. It's just all about quads and ass and everything. It might be the towel just might be too short, Britt. Yeah. We'll give you a longer towel. You guys done? How you guys feeling?
Tired.
Okay. Alright guys, guess what? All those exercises I just made up because it's April Fool's.
Whoopie pie represents Joann and Ken. Yes, because absolutely to become one, and it's beautiful. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Yeah.
Together, I would describe the relationship as like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And I have a dance for you guys. And a song. It's called the Peanut Butter Jelly Dance. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat, peanut butter jelly. Yeah, that was for you guys. I made that for you. I love you guys!
I hope your marriage exceeds expectations.
Keep the love alive, just like it was a first time every day.
Don't let that puppy love go away.
Very happy for you.
Yeah.
Wish you nothing but the best in the future.
And we really do think you guys are perfect for each other.
We hope you have very fit babies as well.
Yeah. And I'm sure you'll tell them to drink water all the time.
I really love you guys. You're a very awesome couple and very happy for you. I wish you a lifetime of happiness, and I hope we, you know, remain friends for all of our lives, and we play with all of each other's many kids. Get kids.
Love each other all the time, and don't forget that. And don't forget why you guys fell in love in the first place. It's always important.
Hurry up and move back to San Francisco so we can hang out together, because I miss you both and I love you guys so much.
Joann and Ken, I'm so happy you guys found each other. Congrats, and just wish you guys all the best. We love you.
Joann and Ken, I wish you all good luck to your wedding day. May your wedding day be full of wonderful surprises.
Congratulations. I know you guys are gonna have beautiful babies together, and you're gonna be a power couple, and I know you're gonna do great, and you guys are perfect for each other. I'm really happy for you two.
Hey, I'm really happy that you guys are together and finally you guys are finally getting married. I'm really happy about this. And Ken, why do you always keep taking my sweatpants? I only have 2. I had 5. I swear, I know it's not me losing it, but you always keep taking it. I see you, man. I see you.
Joann and Ken, I wish you guys the best. I'm sure your wedding that we're all at right now, all of you guys watching this, is a very beautiful one. I'm really happy that Ken can really become or be part of our family now. He really fits in. He really does. Everyone likes him. We're all proud of both of you.
The most part is you have to understand each other. You have to communicate. If you have a problem, you have to individually, discuss. And what's the problem?
take.
You have to be give and take.
Yeah.
And especially you, Joann. I know you have I know you're a nice girl. I know you. But at least sometimes you have an attitude also. That you have to listen. I know you listen to us all the time. But now you're pretty much you're like a bird now, you have a full wings. You can fly without our help. So just follow your heart and be happy together.
Ken, if you know that your wife is always spending money, make sure that stop her. Because girls love to shop. And be happy and love each other. I love you guys forever, and you take care of each other.